Okay. Do, do, do. Restricted. Renew your license. Hold on. Let me go back. Okay, you would need to take the driving test if you are graduating from a level 2. That's what you guys will be. If you are 18 or older and your license has been issued, an original license, if your last license has expired in more than 4 years. So none of you are there. If you are younger than 18, that's you. You have to complete segment 2. You have to have 50 hours of supervised driving, 10 hours at night. Use the app Road Ready. You might want to look that up. Road Ready is the app you're going to use, and that logs your hours. Also, you'll get a packet when you go to Secretary of State. You have your levels 1 for at least 6 months. No convictions, civil, no tickets, no suspensions, no at-fault crashes for 90 days. Okay? So these things are important in terms of you getting into segment 2. Okay? Hold on. I'm seeing something. Which would you prefer as a good driver? Would you prefer a good driver online or in person? It's whatever today, because we want to offer options. Let's talk about COVID. Post-COVID, everything was in person. Everything. They weren't online. Now we have online driver's ed. We have online college classes. My daughter's taking a college class right now online. She had to take a test before I took her to the airport this morning to go to California. Her and her bestie hanging out 5 days. That's why I'm so tired. So some people prefer in person. Some people prefer online. I think it depends on the teacher, the person. Some of your parents are like, no, you can't focus. Everyone is different. We all are a little bit different. Thank you. So I prefer a mix. Now where my career is, it's online. Okay. I'm chilled in the basement. You chill wherever you are. You know, I got my coffee. It's empty. I had, you're gonna laugh. I had my double cheeseburger, quarter pounder with cheese. It's gone. So it's more convenient. And then I see you when we drive, then we meet in person for the test. Okay. So I like that question. Great question. Okay. I want to, does driving with you count? No. Anna is asking great questions. How come no one else is doing that? Sincere, when you go put a question in, that's good. Logan, when you go put a question in? Jen, when you go put a question in? Driving with me does not count towards your 30 hours. It's got to count with your parents when you're done with segment 1 and you go to Secretary of State. So this is like your training, driver's training with a licensed instructor, and that's me. But once you're done, you get that digital certificate. You and your parent go up to the Secretary of State, birth certificate, Social Security, a piece of mail. You take your vision test. You're going to get issued your segment 1. Let me show you what it looks like. It's going to be a vertical. I see a question. Hold on. Okay, your second license. This is what a traditional. It's horizontal. Okay, that's what the traditional. Hold on. You will have a vertical license like that. You're under 21. Yep, you're going to have a vertical license. That's what you guys will have. Then after you have this, then you'll get the regular one. Okay, I see some questions. How many hours do you need? You need 30 hours in 3 months. It's an hour and a half per week to come back for segment 2. You need to be 16 and have 50 hours of driving before you can take your road test. Can 21 choose? You'll have the horizontal. Right now, you're under 21. You're going to have the vertical. That's how they can tell you're under 21. Da da da. Let's keep going. I'm going to go back. Is there a study guide for the final examination? You'll be seeing this everything personally, accidentally, instead of the group chat. Sincere, everything is here. But you got to study. And if you don't study, you won't be successful. You have to study. You got to look at the study guide. You got to look at what I give you. You got to be thorough. You got to be killing it in the quizzes. Okay, I can give you all the study aids in the world, but if you don't study, or if you're dyslexic and can't read, I'm not saying if you can't read, you're going to struggle on the test. And a lot of American, Sincere, you can read, brother. Hold on. For night hours, what time? You have to be in, I believe, before midnight. You got to double check that. We can look at that. When we have all of our hours, will you know? Okay, let's pretend you have 30 hours. It's going to take you 3 months. You got to have 30 hours within 3 months. You can't drive 30 hours, go to Alaska and come back. You got to have 30 hours in 3 months. Let's pretend all of you go to Secretary of State tomorrow. That is your original license date. You got to have 30 hours in 3 months from that date. It's the 14th. Okay, let's pretend you go to Secretary tomorrow. It's July 15th, August, September, October. The earliest you can come back is October to a segment 2 class. I believe it's 10 p.m. Thank you. I appreciate that. The physical examination, you got to be able to look. Every Secretary of State is different. Okay, I'm trying to make this interesting. I'm going to go in order. We have a point system. Some states don't. For instance, Ohio, if you get a speeding ticket, you got to pay on the point. You don't pay, they impound you and you go to jail. In our state, we have a point system. After too many points, you get your license taken away. And you're going to get a letter that's red, and you're going to have to, what would be some questions that the hearing, I have not witnessed a hearing test, but I've seen the eye test. You're going to look into a machine, you're going to have a flashing light on the right and on the left. That's basically it. Now, if you wear corrective lenses, that might go a little bit deeper. I will tell you, you want to be about a foot away. I do check. I'm really thorough like that.